Yo, yo. I didn't know we were on. What up, my peoples? I'm back with another coding exercise. Codewars done in Python. This is Stanton Measure. Stanton Measure. Did not really know about this idea before looking at this exercise. What is a Stanton Measure? Shout out to Giancarlo Stanton, by the way. New York Yankees. All right. The Stanton Measure of an array, or in Python, really a list. A Stanton measure of a list is defined as follows. Let n be the number of times the value 1 appears in the array, the list. The Stanton measure is then the number of times n appears in the array. So you find the number of times 1 appears in the array, or list. I'm going to say list from now on. You find the number of times 1 appears in the list, and then you get the count of that number. So like if 1 appears 3 times in the list, you get the occurrences of the number 3 in the list. That's how it goes. Let's look at the examples, shall we? Got this list here of some integers, some numbers, and we see that the number 1, move some things around, the number 1 appears 2 times. So then the thing to do is, because 1 appears 2 times, we're going to get the number of occurrences of the number 2. And that occurs 3 times. So then the Stanton measure is 3. I have no idea what the Stanton measure is used for, but it don't matter. Just do the damn exercise, right? And learn more code and stuff, right? That's the very articulate way to say it, ain't it? All right, let's go. Look at this next one. And it's always starting with the number 1. The number 1 appears blah, blah, blah times, then get the count of the blah, blah, blah. Who are using blah, blah, blah to mean n. So 1 appears 3 times, 1, 1, 1. That means we get the count or the number of occurrences of a 3. And the 3 appears 1 time. Stanton measure is 1. So we're going to wrap up this sucker in Python. Gonna be very short and sweet on this bitch. So let's do it. Piggity Python, folks. Let's go. So we get the really blah, 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 blah. We're gonna get the count of 1s, and then we're gonna get the count of whatever that value is. So we're going to kind of create a nesting doll situation. I like to liken it to. So it's really going to look like this. You're going to get the count of 1s. So the list variable is ARR, and then you do a dot. Well, I don't need to tell you all this. I'm typing it here. We're going to get the count of 1s first, because like it says, you get the count of 1s, and then you get the count of that number of values. So we're actually gonna nest this inside of another count. So what we do here is we get the count of 1s in the list, and then whatever that value is, we get the count of that value. And that's it. We just return that. So let me tack my return on here. Return. Sounds like one of those hood names, right? My name is Return Daniels, football. No laughs. No laughs. Yeah. Only black people can make that joke, right? Return Daniels, running back, free safety. Okay. I know nobody watches these videos, so I can have a good time. Okay, so that's it. Returning the count of 1s. That's kind of what you're doing here. Nesting. Let's take a look. Passed it. I'm predicting flying colors, folks. Most excellent. There we go, there we go, there we go. Totally dope, totally excellent. All right, that's all you had to do for this one. There's your Stanton measure. And interesting concept, but in Python, this ain't really that hard. So you got it. Now you're good. And with that, folks, I am out. See ya.